Every story has its roots in lived experience, and this one is no exception. Dr. Manoj Yadav, also known as Swami Charaman, opens his memoir with a heartfelt disclaimer. He assures readers that while names and some details have been changed for privacy, the emotional truth of his journey remains untouched. This is not a legal testimony or professional advice, but a deeply personal account meant to inspire, reflect, and heal. Events and emotions described are drawn directly from his life, shaped by memories and the lessons they brought. Any resemblance to real people or events beyond his own life is purely coincidental. With gratitude and honesty, he invites us to witness his story, hoping it resonates with anyone who has ever loved, lost, or sought meaning in pain. This book is dedicated to three women, Gauri, Parul, and Sweetie, who touched, broke, and never truly left the author's life. It's also a dedication to himself, the self that burns nightly in the fire of regret. His childhood, youth, and cold nights of old age all belong to them. The dedication extends to spiritual teachings that revealed the deep power of intention, the law of attraction, the strength of will, Osho's meditation and concentration, and the Kundalini energy linked to the heart chakra. These influences shaped his journey, guiding him through love, loss, and the search for spiritual meaning. The dedication is a testament to the enduring impact of relationships and the transformative power of spiritual insight. It's 2 a.m., the bitter scent of old coffee lingers, and a cold breeze from the window sends shivers across the skin. Dr. Manoj Yadav, 53, appears successful on the outside, a respected doctor, but inside he is a broken man. When he closes his eyes, three faces appear: Gauri's innocent smile, Parul's sweet singing, and Sweetie's sparkling eyes. This book is his true story: 3 loves, 3 rejections, 3 curses. Over time, he realized these curses were not just anger but powerful intentions, manifesting through the law of attraction. His intentions, born from childhood innocence, shaped the destinies of these women and himself. Osho taught that through meditation and concentration one can focus energy and manifest desires. Unknowingly, he did just that, but the reality became a curse for him too. Each chapter is a cry from his soul, blending pain, nostalgia, and deep spiritual reflection. 1981, a 10-year-old Manoj moved to Bombay with his army family. The city's salty sea breeze and the relentless sound of double-decker bus bells marked his new life. Their home, Nandar Manzil, was a small flat with damp walls and the constant roar of the sea at night. His father was busy, his mother managed the home, but Manoj felt alone. On his first day at St. Joseph's School, the mix of Marathi and English voices intimidated. Laughter from classmates stung, especially when they called him Jaddy, a fatty in Marathi. Yet loneliness awakened something deep within him, stirring the energy of his heart chakra, the source of love and intention. Osho's teachings on concentration and the law of attraction echoed in his later reflections, as he realized his innocent longing for friendship was already sending waves of intention into the universe. Everything changed the day Gauri entered the classroom. Her steps were light, her long black hair shining even in the rain, and a faint scent of chocolate lingered around her, perhaps from candy hidden in her bag. She sat beside Manoj, her voice gentle as a lullaby, offering him her blue pencil and guidance. Gauri's presence brought warmth and magic to Manoj's lonely world. They shared lunches, played together on rain-soaked fields, and did homework under the shade of trees. Her laughter filled the air, making his heart race for the first time. Gauri became his first friend, his first love, nameless and wordless, just a child's innocent longing. Looking back, Manoj sees this longing as his first powerful intention, sent out from his heart chakra, unknowingly manifesting through the law of attraction. Sudden illness landed Manoj in the ICU, struggling to breathe. News of his condition reached his class, and Gauri, along with her twin brother Suhas, was the first to visit. Gauri brought apples and flowers, her presence a balm to his suffering. In a moment of vulnerability, Manoj confessed, "Gauri, I love you." She replied, "I love you too." Emboldened, he declared his wish to marry her someday. The silence that followed was a mix of bliss and embarrassment. 2 days later, he was discharged, feeling healed and hopeful. But when he proposed again at school, Gauri wisely said, "Isn't it too soon to decide such things?" Feeling rejected, Manoj uttered words that would haunt him, a curse that if she didn't accept his love, she would remain alone and never find peace. Army life is unforgiving, especially for children. Manoj's father was transferred to Jalandhar, and the impending separation from Gauri filled him with dread. On his last day at school, amidst heavy rain, he bought 2 roses, one red, one white, and confessed his love to Gauri once more. Her laughter, innocent yet piercing, felt like a knife to his heart. Overcome with anger and tears, Manoj shouted, "If you won't be mine, you'll never be anyone's." The words, bitter as poison, hung in the air. On the train out of Bombay, he wept as the city faded away, Gauri's scent lingering painfully. Years later, he learned Gauri never married, her eyes still innocent but now tinged with sadness. The curse, born of pure intention and charged by Kundalini energy, had manifested, teaching Manoj that love can sometimes become a curse. Years later, Manoj reflects on those childhood memories: rain, Gauri's laughter, the blue pencil. He wonders if things would have been different had he not uttered those words. The lesson is clear: love, when mixed with anger and intention, can become a curse. The power of intention, especially when charged with emotion and Kundalini energy, is real and transformative. Osho's teachings on meditation and control over desires resonate deeply. Manoj now understands that his innocent, focused intentions as a child had far-reaching consequences, shaping not only his life but also the lives of those he loved. The past cannot be changed, but its lessons can guide the journey toward healing and forgiveness. Arriving in Jalandhar, Manoj was greeted by biting cold and fog. The new city and school felt alien, his heart still anchored in Bombay. On his first day at Vajra Army High School, Parul entered the class, a new student with a warm smile and a scent of roses and sandalwood. Sitting beside Manoj, she shared her lunch and laughter, melting the coldness around him. Parul's presence brought comfort and joy, her singing voice enchanting the classroom. Their friendship blossomed, and Manoj found himself falling in love again, this time with a tenderness that soothed his wounded heart. Parul became Manoj's world, a friend who brought warmth to cold evenings and joy to lonely days. They shared meals, played on dewy grass, and sang together. One day Parul fell and scraped her knee. Manoj rushed to help, feeling a surge of affection as he bandaged her wound. Parul's gratitude and gentle touch left a lasting impression. Their homes were close and evenings were filled with music, temple bells, and the scent of incense. Parul taught Manoj songs and he lost himself in her voice. These moments of innocent love and friendship became the foundation of Manoj's second powerful intention. Life in Jalandhar brought unexpected moments. Manoj and Parul often attended open-air movie screenings with army families. One evening at Regal Cinema they watched an adulterated film by chance. During intermission, Parul, embarrassed, asked Manoj not to tell anyone. He agreed, but on one condition: they would share snacks together. Under a beautiful tree, Manoj held Parul's hand, embraced her, and shared a lip-lock kiss. The moment was filled with bliss and innocence, a memory that lingered on his lips for years. This first kiss marked a new chapter in their relationship, blending youthful curiosity with deep affection. Parul's father was transferred to Bikaner. Manoj was devastated. He prayed daily at the temple, asking God to reunite them. His prayers became focused intentions, echoing Osho's teachings on concentration and the law of attraction. The energy from his heart chakra, fueled by longing, seemed to send waves into the universe. Miraculously, Manoj's father was also transferred to Bikaner. Yet finding Parul was not easy. He searched for her, leaving messages at every house, his tears absorbed by the desert sand. 2 years later, fate brought them together again, their reunion filled with warmth, coffee, and music. During the years spent searching for Parul, Manoj's academic performance suffered. He barely passed 8th grade, negotiating with the principal to form a school band in exchange for passing marks. His love for Parul overshadowed his studies and he struggled to keep up. Eventually he managed to enroll in the same school as Parul, but soon after her father was transferred again. The pain of repeated separation took its toll, teaching Manoj that love can sometimes derail life's plan. Despite the setbacks, his intention to be with Parul remained strong, shaping his actions and emotions. Parul's last day at school, Manoj gathered the courage to confess his love, revealing his feelings since 6th grade. Parul laughed, dismissing his confession as childish. Heartbroken, Manoj uttered another curse. "If you're not mine, you'll never be anyone's." This second curse, born from pure intention and Kundalini energy, echoed the pattern of his first heartbreak. Years later, Manoj learned that Parul remained unmarried, her life marked by solitude. The regret and pain of these words lingered, teaching him that intentions, when fueled by strong emotion, can have lasting consequences. Manoj's reflections deepen as he considers the impact of his words on Parul's life and his own. The pain of lost love and the burden of regret become spiritual questions. Did his intention truly shape their destinies? Osho's teachings on meditation and the law of attraction suggest that focused energy can manifest reality, but also caution against intentions driven by anger or ego. Manoj now seeks to release the curses through forgiveness and meditation, hoping to transform the energy of his intentions from bondage to liberation. The journey toward healing continues, guided by spiritual insight. After years of wandering, Manoj entered medical college in Chandigarh. Now older and determined to focus on his studies, he tried to avoid love. Yet Sweetie, with her pixie-cut hair and sparkling eyes, caught his attention. Her perfume filled the classroom and her laughter warmed the coldest days. Sweetie was part of a lively group, while Manoj remained reserved, focusing on academics. Despite his resolve, he found himself drawn to her, their interactions growing slowly through shared notes and group study sessions. The seeds of his third powerful intention were quietly sown. Sweetie's presence became a source of both joy and pain for Manoj. Her laughter, perfume, and confident answers in class captivated him. Yet memories of past rejections made him hesitant to confess his feelings directly. Instead, he asked a mutual friend, Mrs. Lewinsky, to convey his love. Sweetie's response was bittersweet. She liked him too, but wished he had the courage to tell her himself. The opportunity slipped away, leaving Manoj with a sense of loss and regret. The pattern of unspoken love and missed chances repeated, deepening the emotional wounds of his youth. One evening, overwhelmed by pain and frustration, Manoj uttered his third curse. "If you're not mine, you'll never be anyone's." The words, charged with the energy of rejection and longing, became another powerful intention. Sweetie remained distant and Manoj's heartbreak deepened. He turned to cigarettes and isolation, his studies suffering as a result. Years later, he learned that Sweetie never married, her life marked by loneliness. The third curse, like the others, seemed to have manifested, leaving Manoj with a heavy burden of guilt and sorrow. The cycle of intention, emotion, and consequence continued. During his medical internship, Manoj's relationship with Sweetie grew tense. She became distant, often complaining about him to the director. Their interactions were marked by conflict, a mix of love and resentment. In an attempt to make her jealous, Manoj agreed to an arranged marriage proposal and distributed his fiancée's photo among colleagues. Sweetie's reaction was cold, fueling Manoj's frustration. Meanwhile, a student named Subhita, who secretly loved Manoj, attempted suicide. He comforted her, emphasizing the importance of respect and boundaries. These events highlighted the complexity of human emotions and the consequences of unresolved intentions. After completing medical college, Manoj married Ria, a cultured and beautiful woman chosen by his family. Their wedding was filled with rituals, fragrances, and hope for a new beginning. Together they built a home and welcomed 2 children, a son and a daughter. The laughter of his children brought warmth and joy, momentarily easing the shadows of the past. Yet at night, Manoj found himself haunted by memories of Gauri, Parul, and Sweetie. The happiness of family life was real but incomplete, as the burden of past intentions lingered, casting a shadow over his marriage. Despite the joys of marriage and fatherhood, Manoj's heart remained divided. Rhea sensed his emotional distance, leading to frequent arguments. She accused him of being absent, his heart elsewhere. Manoj, unable to explain the depth of his regret and the impact of his past intentions, withdrew further. The marriage eventually ended in divorce, leaving Manoj alone in an empty house, the laughter of his children now just an echo. The pain of separation mirrored the loneliness he had once inflicted on others, deepening his understanding of the karmic cycle of intention and consequence. After his divorce, Manoj met Dr. Meghna, a fellow medical officer. Their friendship blossomed into a deep connection marked by honesty and mutual respect. Meghna's warmth and understanding brought comfort to Manoj's wounded heart. They shared moments of joy, movies, dinners, and heartfelt conversations. For the first time in years, Manoj experienced the intimacy of a true partnership. Yet Meghna eventually married someone else and moved away, leaving Manoj with bittersweet memories. The cycle of love, loss, and longing continued, but this time Manoj approached it with greater awareness and acceptance. The age of social media, Manoj reconnected with old friends, including Mrs. Lewinsky, and attempted to reach Sweetie. Despite his efforts, Sweetie did not accept his friend request, deepening his sense of rejection. A Facebook post about success and happiness sparked a brief exchange, but Sweetie's response was distant, emphasizing that times had changed. The pain of unhealed wounds resurfaced, reminding Manoj that some relationships remain unresolved. The digital age brought new ways to connect, but also new forms of distance and longing. Sweetie's social media post about falling in love with God prompted Manoj to embark on a deep spiritual search. He explored the teachings of Osho, Jiddu Krishnamurti, Maharshi Raman, Meher Baba, Dr. Deepak Chopra, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Bruce Lipton, and more. Through years of study, Manoj concluded that divinity resides within everyone. The spiritual journey became a path to understanding the interconnectedness of all beings and the power of intention. This quest for meaning helped Manoj process his pain and seek healing beyond the confines of personal relationships. Manoj discovered a mysterious connection between his own injuries and those of Sweetie. When he suffered a severe ankle injury, he later learned that Sweetie had been injured in the same place around the same time. This synchronicity led him to believe in a deeper spiritual bond, one that transcended physical distance and time. The experience reinforced his belief in the power of intention and the interconnectedness of souls. The pain, both physical and emotional, became a catalyst for spiritual growth and understanding. 2012, overwhelmed by regret and despair, Manoj contemplated suicide. That night he dreamed of his three loves, Gauri, Parul, and Sweetie, who appeared and urged him to choose life. Their message was clear: even in loneliness, life is worth living. The dream became a turning point, prompting Manoj to abandon his plan and return the poison he had acquired. The experience reinforced the idea that love, even when lost, can be a source of salvation. The dream marked the beginning of a new chapter, focused on healing and spiritual awakening. Years later, Manoj experienced a miraculous healing of his ankle after praying to Sweetie as his personal deity. Despite medical diagnoses of ligament tears and bone necrosis, his pain and swelling disappeared within weeks. Subsequent MRI scans confirmed the healing, astonishing his doctors. Around the same time, he learned that Sweetie had suffered another fracture in her leg. The synchronicity deepened his belief in the spiritual connection between them. Manoj saw this as evidence of the power of intention, prayer, and the mysterious ways in which souls are linked. Manoj's experiences led him to explore the intersection of science and spirituality. He studied the works of Dr. Bruce Lipton, who emphasized the role of beliefs in consciousness in shaping biology. The concept that thoughts and intentions can influence genetic expression resonated deeply. Manoj saw his own life as a living example of these principles. His childhood curses, fueled by intense emotion, had tangible effects on his health and relationships. Through meditation and conscious intention, he began to rewrite his inner programming, seeking liberation from the past. Forgiveness became the cornerstone of Manoj's healing journey. Through daily meditation, he visualized waves of green light emanating from his heart chakra, transforming the dark intentions of the past into pure, forgiving energy. Each breath became an act of release, letting go of anger and regret. The process was not easy. Tears often flowed and the pain resurfaced. Yet over time, the burden of the three curses began to lift. Manoj realized that true liberation comes from accepting responsibility, seeking forgiveness, and choosing compassion over resentment. As Manoj's children grew up and completed their studies, the house once again echoed with laughter during their visits. Despite the lingering shadow of the past, life moved forward. Manoj continued to run his clinic, dedicating his evenings to meditation and spiritual practice. The journey toward healing was ongoing, but moments of joy and connection with his children brought renewed hope. The process of letting go and embracing the present became central to his path, reminding him that time and love can heal even the deepest wounds. Evenings became sacred for Manoj, a time for meditation and reflection. Sitting in his balcony, he listened to Osho's discourses and practiced Kundalini Yoga. The act of focusing on his breath, visualizing energy rising through his chakras, and sending waves of forgiveness became a daily ritual. These practices helped him transform the energy of his past intentions, turning curses into blessings. The power of intention, when aligned with compassion and awareness, became a tool for healing and spiritual growth. At 53, Manoj found peace and acceptance. The clinic continued, patients came and went, but his evenings were reserved for inner work. The three curses, once heavy burdens, became lighter through meditation and forgiveness. The process of aging brought wisdom and a deeper understanding of the power of intention. Manoj learned to accept his past, forgive himself and others, and embrace the present moment. The journey toward liberation was ongoing, but each day brought new opportunities for growth and healing. Manoj could meet Gauri, Parul, and Sweetie today. He would fall to his knees, tears streaming down his face, and beg for forgiveness. He would confess that his anger was born of love, that his intentions were pure but misguided. He acknowledges that his actions bound not only them but himself as well. Through meditation and the energy of the heart chakra, he now seeks to release them, sending waves of forgiveness and liberation. The message is clear: love, when transformed by awareness and compassion, can heal even the deepest wounds. Sweetie became more than a lost love, she became Manoj's spiritual guide. Her journey toward divine love inspired Manoj to seek God within himself and others. The realization that divinity resides in every soul became a source of comfort and strength. Through spiritual study and practice, Manoj found meaning in his pain and purpose in his journey. The connection with Sweetie, though unfulfilled in the physical world, became a catalyst for spiritual awakening and transformation. Osho's teachings on intention, focus, and cosmic manifestation became central to Manoj's understanding. Osho emphasized that intention is a powerful force, capable of shaping destiny when aligned with awareness and surrender. Through meditation and concentration, one can channel energy and manifest desires. However, intentions driven by ego or anger can become curses, binding both the sender and the receiver. Manoj's journey reflects these lessons, as he learns to transform his intentions through mindfulness and compassion. Dr. Deepak Chopra's teachings on intention and detachment resonated deeply with Manoj. Chopra taught that true intention flows from deep desire, but must be balanced with detachment and surrender. The law of attraction works best when intentions are clear, focused, and free from ego. Manoj's journey illustrates the importance of aligning intention with present moment awareness and letting go of attachment to outcomes. Through meditation and forgiveness, he learns to release the past and embrace the flow of life. Dr. Bruce Lipton's work on the biology of belief provided a scientific foundation for Manoj's experiences. Lipton demonstrated that beliefs and intentions can influence genetic expression and shape reality. Childhood experiences, especially those charged with emotion, become subconscious programs that guide behavior and health. Manoj's curses, spoken in moments of intense feeling, became powerful subconscious commands. Through conscious intention and meditation, he began to rewrite these programs, seeking healing and liberation. Dr. Wayne Dyer's teachings on the power of intention and forgiveness offered Manoj a path to healing. Dyer emphasized that intention is a universal force, and forgiveness is the key to aligning with it. By letting go of ego-driven desires and embracing compassion, one can transform suffering into liberation. Manoj's journey reflects these principles, as he learns to forgive himself and others, turning curses into blessings. The act of forgiveness becomes a spiritual practice, opening the heart to love and healing. Eastern traditions view intention as a fundamental creative force, not just a fleeting wish. In Hinduism, the concept of sankalpa, focused intention, shapes destiny. In Buddhism, sadhana, intention is the root of karma. Taoism teaches the importance of aligning intention with the natural flow, Wu Wei. Manoj's journey embodies these teachings, as his childhood intentions, fueled by emotion, became powerful forces shaping his life and the lives of others. Through meditation and awareness, he learns to purify his intentions and align them with compassion and surrender. Sufi mysticism teaches that intention, niyya, is the soul's breath, directing every action toward the divine. The heart kalb is the seat of true intention, and when purified, it becomes a channel for divine love. Manoj's journey mirrors the Sufi path, as his childhood intentions, born of longing and fear, created separation. Through repentance, meditation, and forgiveness, he seeks to purify his heart and align his intentions with love. The process of transformation is ongoing, guided by the wisdom of the heart. Christian mysticism emphasizes the purity of intention, directing the soul's desire toward God. The Sacred Heart symbolizes divine love, and forgiveness is the path to union with the divine. Manoj's journey reflects these teachings, as he moves from ego-driven intentions to acts of compassion and forgiveness. The process of purification through meditation and prayer transforms suffering into grace. The journey toward union with the divine is marked by acceptance, surrender, and the power of love. Dark night of the soul is a period of intense spiritual purification, where the soul is stripped of attachments and illusions. Manoj's journey through heartbreak, illness, and loneliness mirrors this process. The pain and suffering become a crucible for transformation, burning away ego and revealing the true self. Through meditation, forgiveness, and surrender, Manoj emerges from the darkness into the light of awareness. The journey is not easy, but it leads to a deeper understanding of love, intention, and liberation. Ignatius of Loyola's spiritual exercises offer a practical path to spiritual freedom. Through daily reflection, examination of conscience, and discernment of spirits, one learns to align intentions with divine will. Manoj's nightly meditations and self-examination echo these practices, helping him identify and release attachments. The process of choosing forgiveness and compassion over resentment becomes a spiritual exercise, leading to greater freedom and peace. The journey is ongoing, but each step brings Manoj closer to liberation. Culmination of Manoj's journey is liberation through intention. By transforming curses into blessings, anger into compassion, and regret into forgiveness, he finds freedom from the past. The power of intention, when aligned with love and awareness, becomes a force for healing and transformation. Manoj's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the possibility of redemption. The journey is not just his own, but a universal path for anyone seeking healing and liberation. Manoj's final message is for anyone carrying the weight of old curses or unfulfilled intentions. Through meditation, forgiveness, and the opening of the heart chakra, it is possible to release the past and find peace. Life is not a story of curses but of liberation. The journey from pain to healing is universal, and every act of forgiveness sends waves of light into the world. Manoj's story is an invitation to reflect, forgive, and embrace the power of intention as a force for good. In the end, love and liberation are possible for all.